I'm Amanda Filipazzo, inside the Siena College television studio, where students don't just study journalism, they practice it. What you're about to see are the stories about some of the people and programs making headlines on campus this semester. Stories written, shot, and edited by students in Siena's broadcast program. Real stories from real students, covering your campus.
SCTV 17, covering your campus. A production of the broadcast program at Siena College. SCTV News starts now.
Hello, I'm Chris Donato, and welcome to the special edition of SCTV News as we take a look at the biggest stories of the spring 2012 semester. The spring kicked off with a campus conversation to mark a big year and big plans ahead. Siena College President Father Kevin Mullen and Father Ken Pauley discussed the strategic plan, the 75th anniversary of the college, and plans for a new academic building on Middlefield Road, set to open in the spring of 2013.
It is a modest development, but it is something that we are able to achieve and will help us advance our strategic plan.
Mr. Siena, it's easily the most popular fundraiser on campus. This year, Mr. Siena raised more than $3,000 for charity with its colorful crop of contestants. SCTV's Mike Lunello has that story.
Every year, Mr. Siena is the most anticipated and attended event on campus. And one look at the line wrapped around the Maloney Great Room on Saturday, February 4th showed this year was no different. Mr. Siena came and gone within a blink of an eye, but with a new king to sit at the throne.
Mr. Siena 2012 goes to Ryan Murphy.
Oh, I feel exhausted, but thrilled, so happy, so proud, and it was amazing.
Siena sophomore Ryan Murphy took home the crown as this year's Mr. Siena, with Greg Marcoux followed closely behind as runner-up. But everyone went home a winner that night, raising over $2,500 for Siena's chapter of Habitat for Humanity.
Mr. Siena is a fundraiser we make every year for Habitat for Humanity. It funds all of our spring break trips that go out, so they're service trips, we build houses. It's the biggest fundraiser on campus.
For SCTV News, I'm Mike Lunello.
It was a lot of hard work and a lot of fun as students and faculty worked side by side during campus cleanup day. SCTV's Tim Quinn has more.
On a beautiful sunny day, Siena came together as a solid unit to do a bit of spring cleaning. As facilities arrived with a truck full of rakes and shovels, the academic quad became a meeting place, a location where members from all different areas of the Siena community showed up at 9:30 a.m. to get involved in the annual campus cleanup day. The morning started off with a prayer said by Father Greg Jacobowitz, then crews packed up and spread out across campus, together doing yard work.
It's a beautiful day. We had a barbecue, we had a huge turnout, and campus's bottom line is going to look a lot more beautiful within the next hour.
It was also the first year that the cleanup included the newest addition to campus, the Thompson Trail.
And it was really nice having a new part of the campus to clean up.
As Father Greg and Student Senate President Cassie Jane Working drove around campus recruiting others.
We're cleaning up.
Campus cleanup day!
Father Greg reflects on what campus cleanup means to Siena.
This is a positive way to say we care about this ground that we're on, this land that we call home as Siena, and we want to make sure that we do what we can to clean it up and to beautify it.
Treating the environment as part of God's creation is a crucial part of the Franciscan tradition. And during campus cleanup, Siena got behind this in a big way. In Loudonville, I'm Tim Quinn, SCTV News.
Many Siena students went bald this spring, losing their hair to give back to those in need. The St. Baldrick's event is a popular fundraiser, this year raising more than $20,000 for children with cancer. With more than 70 people shedding it all, this was the most successful year to date for the charity on campus. Service is a big part of the Siena tradition, and there were plenty of projects this spring. Christine Russo joins us now with a look at some of them.
Thanks, Chris. We found Siena students giving back all spring, coming up with creative ways to help those in need. Early in the semester, students rolled up their sleeves to give the gift of life, giving blood to help others. Students, faculty, and community members took part in a blood drive, donating enough to save more than 600 lives.
I like to give blood simply because it's just, I get a good feeling afterwards.
It was a lemonade stand like no other, designed to help others. SCTV's Shannon Delaney explains.
Alex's Lemonade Stand comes to Siena College each and every year.
Attention Siena campus, Alex's Lemonade Stand, free lemonade, donations are appreciated.
Every year at Siena College, the students set up lemonade stands all across campus to raise money for awareness of childhood cancer.
Poured lemonade for everybody, and I've been collecting the money for the donations and handing out cookies and stickers and just telling people to come donate for a great cause.
In 2000, 4-year-old Alexandra Scott wanted to hold a lemonade stand to help find a cure for all children with cancer. This became a national fundraising movement carrying out Alex's legacy. As students walk around campus, they are greeted with smiling faces and a cup of fresh lemonade. With each step that you take brings you closer to fighting against childhood cancer. With the weather on their side, the music played, the students laughed, and the lemonade was enjoyed in all efforts to fight childhood cancer. Alex's lemonade is a great cause, fighting childhood cancer each cup at a time.
Even on spring break, many students opted to spend their time away, making a difference. Siena students scattered across the country to build houses for those in need with Habitat for Humanity.
It's just so much better than going home and sleeping. You meet, I'm gonna come home with 10 new friends that I didn't have before, and it's just so much fun.
Some Siena professors were locked up and doing time this semester, all in the name of charity. SCTV's Mike Lunello has more.
Students took part in a fun way to raise money for Habitat for Humanity, buying warrants for their fellow students and faculty to be jailed at the center of campus until bail is reached. Sandy Serbalic purchased a $10 warrant to have her husband and Siena registrar Jim Serbalic jailed with $100 bail.
I had Jim Serbalic arrested. He's the registrar, and his arrest warrant is because he schedules too many final exams.
After checking in and registering, Jim set out to reach bail.
I think it'll take a little while, but he's capable of doing it. I think it's a worthwhile cause. At Siena, being a Franciscan and Catholic institution, it's really important that we give back to people and make a positive difference.
For more information, visit relayforlife.org/Siena College. For SCTV News, I'm Mike Linello.
The Sister Thea Bowman Center for Women hosted a fair trade chocolate sale just in time for Valentine's Day. Proceeds from the sale benefit the Capital Region Action Against Breast Cancer.
Our slogan is make your love count thrice. So we're saying that buy some chocolate for your loved one. Also, the second part is that it's fair trade, so fair and equal wage. And the third, the proceeds are going to CRAB, which they help fight breast cancer in the Capital Region.
It was a colorful way to draw attention to a great cause. Students sported teal hair strips. SCTV's Jess Baxter explains.
Blue hair might not be something you see every day, but here on Siena, students are coloring their hair blue to raise money for violence.
We are raising money for the Albany County's Crime Victim and Sexual Violence Program, and we thought the hair extensions would be a trendy, fun way to raise money for this great program in Albany.
The Sister Thea Bowman Center for Women has partnered up with Albany County's Crime Victims and Sexual Violence Program to help stop abuse. The Women's Center is raising money to help people that have fallen victim to abuse by providing blue hair extensions for $10. The blue hair extensions symbolize victim abuse awareness. Reporting for SCTV, I'm Jess Baxter.
The Siena Haiti Initiative wants to say a big thank you to everyone who bought roses from them during Valentine's Day. Thanks to you, they sold every rose to benefit the school and orphanage in Haiti.
And the money is going to be going to 2 projects that were run by former Siena students in Haiti. First we have Pierre Louis, who has opened up a middle school over in Haiti, and then we have Sanat, who opened up an orphanage in Haiti. So the money will be going to both those projects.
You've probably seen these new pink recycling cans on campus, but you may not know how they could be helping others. Sodexo employee Tracy Boucher, a longtime supporter of breast cancer awareness, spearheaded the effort to turn trash into money with these Recycle for Cure cans.
I believe in the Franciscan belief because I was raised by friars, a way to give back. So over the summer I played back and forth and I said, I want a pink trash can when I go back to work.
Again, those are just some of the ways Siena students gave back. Chris?
Thanks, Christine. While some are turning trash into cash, others are turning trash into fashion. That was the idea behind the annual Trash and Fashion event. Once again, here's SCTV's Mike Lunello.
One of the most popular and filthiest events on campus every year is the Trash and Fashion Show, kicking off Siena Fest weekend in the dirtiest way possible. This year's theme, Oceans of Trash, could be seen in this year's winner's dress made to look like scales of a fish out of soda can tabs.
The winner of the 2012 Trash and Fashion Show is Filthy Fish by Amanda Filipazzo.
fashion show is no joke. Each designer took hours to create their unique design seen at the show.
I worked on it, for a few hours here and there for probably about 2 weeks. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I planned on making like a really long train, but the scales just took so long to make that I had to stop short.
A perfect way to end her senior year, Amanda plans to pursue a career in fashion.
I have an internship now with 7th House PR and 7th House Showroom in New York City, which is a fashion PR place, and they also do fashion show production, so maybe I can put this on my resume for them.
For SCTV News, I'm Mike Lunello.
The end of the semester brings more entertainment from the Creative Arts Department. Professor Paul Cognier recently hosted a concert to showcase work from this semester. The evening featured a variety of music and a number of student performers. Stage 3's spring production was a huge success. People packed the studio and foyer hall to see Wonder of the World. The play told the story about a young woman and the shocking secret she finds that leads her to a wild race over Niagara Falls. Equally popular, Hedda Gabler, directed by Professor Paul Ricciardi. Hedda is the story of a woman who feels imprisoned by her own life. 2 theater students dare to go where no others before them have, earning academic credits for singing on stage. SCTV's Mitchell Clow went behind the scenes for a look at the first-of-its-kind internship for Siena students.
These are student actors getting professional work while in college at a local playhouse. While also interning on stage, junior creative arts major Catherine Santino and 5th-year senior Mara Chabot practiced for the opening night of the opera The Pirates of Penzance at Coe's Music Hall.
I think it's actually the first time that it's been done for Siena. It's really interesting because really you're not interning, you're just doing your part on stage but in a professional environment.
This swashbuckling musical revolves around the love affairs of a young pirate and the beautiful maiden he falls for.
It was really interesting, actually. I really liked it rather than you're kind of really in the action and really getting a real experience as a working actor, so I thought that was a really unique way to do an internship.
It's important to note that most student theater internships involve behind-the-scenes work. This is a very unique opportunity for Siena students because, again, they are on stage in a professional playhouse while working toward their degree.
Siena says goodbye to a longtime faculty member. The former head of the Creative Arts Department retired at the end of the spring semester. Colleagues held a series of events to honor Patricia Trudy Coohill, including the live gesture drawing workshop. Campus radio station WVCR is going global with a new internet-based talk station. The addition of this internet talk station means students will now have the opportunity to have their voices heard around the world.
It's a great idea, internet talk radio, an opportunity for students to have another platform.
Earth Day brought out the green in Siena community this spring. The Environmental Club hosted a variety of events at the Lundstrom Landing. There was a display from the recent Trash and Fashion Show, a Create Your Own Terrarium station, a Tom's Shoe decorating contest, and a clothing swap. All donations from the event were given to the Unity House in Troy. Siena's Gay Straight Alliance celebrated Pride Week this spring. Here you see a student's tie-dyed t-shirts. It was all part of a week-long plan to raise awareness for the LGBTQ movement. While these colorful shirts speak volumes, the week ended with a day of silence, as students hoped to promote tolerance without words. The college recognized its first anti-human trafficking week early in the semester, an event which coincided with another big event, and that was no accident. SCTV's Mike Lunello explains.
The Franciscan Center for Service and Advocacy, under the direction of Father Russell Murray and Sister Thea Bowman Center for Women, held many events that week to educate the Siena community and students on what is human trafficking.
It is precisely what the term says that it is. It is the trafficking of human beings as though they were property.
The official definition of human trafficking was set forth by the United Nations and summed up states, human trafficking is the legal trade of human beings for the purposes of reproductive slavery, commercial sexual exploitation, forced labor, or a modern-day form of slavery. Many students throughout the week came out to show their support and learn about human trafficking locally and worldwide.
We also continue to display things such as Super Bowl bingo cards, which is an idea that was created that instead of numbers, it has things such as sexism or misogyny. And most people don't know the reason why we're doing this is because the Super Bowl, which is one of the largest sporting events in the world, is also one of the biggest times when sex trafficking is in demand.
Also on the calendar of events for the week was a candlelight remembrance service in honor of those whom have experienced human trafficking firsthand.
That survivors of sex trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation would receive new life through the love of Jesus Christ. We pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer.
Dr. Shannon O'Neill, director of the Sister Thea Bowman Center for Women, spoke about what she wants students and members of the community to think about as consumers in the world today, and how what we purchase correlates with human trafficking and forced labor.
Being a more conscientious consumer, and things may be cheap for us as part of the American dream, but at what cost? At the cost of whose human dignity is that? So I think what we're asking students to do is recognize that they play a role in human trafficking.
For more information on how you can help out in your community and around the world, go to www.polarisproject.org. For SCTV News, I'm Mike Lunello.
The spring semester is the last semester for graduating seniors. Here's Christine Russo with a look at their stories this semester.
The spring semester can be especially significant for graduating seniors looking for careers after college. Here you see Siena students went out in search of jobs at the career fair this spring. Put on by the Career Center to help students figure out what they'll do after college, an event that drew big crowds.
The whole purpose of it is really just to connect students with different opportunities that they may or may not have thought of before. So someone who maybe is narrowly focused on their major might consider some different opportunities.
While many seniors are struggling to figure out what they'll do next, help is here. SCTV's Tim Quinn has that story.
As the spring semester months go on and May quickly approaches, many Siena seniors are reflecting on life beyond the Siena campus. As McCluskey Square is booming with end-of-the-year excitement, it seems the last thing on the minds of many seniors is schoolwork, never mind work after graduation.
I have no plans for after I graduate as of yet.
While some are taking a less productive approach, some seniors, including Rami Aligad, are putting their information out there in hopes of claiming a spot in the real world.
I'm currently applying to jobs. I have my resume on LinkedIn, collegemonsterjobs.com. And I've just been putting my resume out there. Hopefully I'm going to hear back within the next week or two.
While students like Rami remain on the hunt, there are those students who are ahead of the game and have a plan.
I just got accepted to the UAlbany Master's Program for Social Work, so I'll be going there. I start in May or June.
My plan is to go to Sage College of Albany for forensic mental health for grad school. Woo woo.
Whether seniors have a hold on things or in a state of panic over life post-graduation, the Siena College Career Center's Suzanne O'Connor says that these plans of action are normal. While the path inside the crystal ball still remains clear for many students, luckily Siena offers many resources to help those soon-to-be grads. I'm Tim Quinn for SCTV News.
If you're not sure what to do after graduation, you may want to consider a year of service. Students looking for service opportunities after graduation got some ideas when reps from the Franciscan Volunteer Ministry visited campus and answered questions about their year-long service program.
Our volunteers do a lot of direct service. That's pretty much what they do and what we want them to do. We don't want anybody answering phones or stuffing envelopes. We want direct service with the poor and those who really need it.
It's definitely changed my perspective on how I look at things, changed my potential career path, and it's made me realize how important it is to just be that person in someone's life.
And students looking for a major or minor could explore their options at a recent event, designed to give them more information about majors and minors on campus. The Major Minor Fair in the Student Union was sponsored by Academic Advising and Sophomore Year Experience. The idea is to give students a chance to talk to faculty in various programs and find the right major or minor for them.
I think the fair is useful for students so that they can get their questions answered about various departments. Our department has a variety of people, a variety of focuses, and lots of things to think about.
It's an opportunity for students, whether they're declared or not declared, to find out more about the various programs that we have here at Siena.
Siena students are sharing secrets, writing their most private thoughts on postcards. SCTV's Christine Russo has the details.
Siena Secrets have come to campus and invite you to share one of your innermost thoughts in a creative but anonymous way.
I was a little nervous at first, but then it's a secret, so no one's going to know about it.
Postcards filled with secrets line the walls of the Saracen Student Union. Siena Secrets, a play on Post Secret, a popular website created by Frank Warren several years ago, encourages students to write one of their secrets on a postcard, decorate it, and drop it off in one of the many boxes around campus. The anonymous project has little requirements. The secret can reveal anything you like as long as it's true and hasn't been told before. The secret can be funny, emotional, a confession, or an inspirational message. So, what would we know if we really knew you? Share your secret and maybe we'll find out it's not that different from everyone else.
It was a chance to sing, dance, and showcase all sorts of talent at the annual Spring Exposé. SCTV's Shannon Delaney has the details.
Every spring semester, Siena College hosts the Exposé to raise money for a great cause. Each year is a different fundraiser and allows the performers to show off their talents. Senior Sophia Pierre-Charles danced for her last time on the Bhangra dance team this past Saturday in the Saracen Student Union.
I'm really excited. It's my last performance, so it's a little bittersweet feeling, but I'm really excited.
As Pierre-Charles' friends came out to support her, Bhangra's dance blew them away.
Bhangra was literally amazing. Everyone comes to the show to see them always, and once again, they did a great job.
Although this may be goodbye for some, everyone is welcome to support the Bhangra dance team at their fall fusion next semester. For SCTV News, I'm Shannon Delaney.
You've seen her every day at Saga, but do you know about the lady who swipes your card every day? With a big smile and a big heart for her Siena family, SCTV's Tim Quinn sat down with Isabel Amato, or as you probably know her, Izzy.
A community is made up of many different types of people, and the community of Siena College is no exception. One member of this community can be found at the entrance of Serra Hall, Isabel Amato.
I was in the office at first for a couple of years, and then I decided one day they needed some help out in the kitchen, and I said I'd like that better, you know. And so I joined the kitchen force and finally ended up at the front desk because my fingers all went numb one day and I had a stroke in my hands, and so this is how I became cashier. It just goes on from there, you know. I just thrived with all of this because it was like having my family all over again, not knowing that I'd be here this long.
This feeling of family comes from the faculty and her co-workers, but mostly from her students.
They worry about you if you're not in each day, and, you know, and when you lose your own family and they all get married and moved away, that these kids are really my family.
It's clear that this feeling of family is felt by both parties.
She actually reminds me of my grandma, and it's just so nice because I'm not near my grandma, you know, because I'm at school. And, you know, when I walk in, I'm like, oh, hi, Isabel. She's like, oh, good morning, dear, good afternoon, you know. And it's just really nice to have that friendliness right when you walk into Saga. I really like it.
Even as Izzy leaves the campus, the feeling of community stays with her. After all her years, she understands that as the beat goes on, relationships remain.
As they go on into their future life, they get married and have families, and later in life they bring their little children and say, I remember when you were here.
It's a relationship that develops over 4 years, and as students come and go, Isabel remains a stable part of the Siena community.
On Easter Sunday, I celebrated my 86th birthday. And so God was good to me, right?
For all students throughout these years, Isabel has been a part of the Siena experience, and Siena has been a part of hers.
I'm just so glad that I became part of Siena's family.
A community is strengthened by the people who are a part of it, and it's clear that Isabel has strengthened the Siena community. In Loudonville, I'm Tim Quinn, SCTV News.
Siena Fest was a big success.
What if God was one of us?
This year featured loads of music and even a car show. Just check out all these makes and models on the quad, designed to bring out the four-wheel fanatic in everyone. Students had a chance to meet and mingle with college donors who have helped them along the way. Hundreds turned out for the annual scholarship dinner this spring, a chance for students to thank those who provided assistance.
Siena has really enriched our lives, not only because we met each other, but because of the education we received here, the opportunities we received here. And we just think it's important to give back for all those opportunities.
As the softball season got underway, SCTV's Amanda Filipazzo went to practice to find out how the Lady Saints were gearing up for the game.
With the season right around the corner, the Siena softball team is focusing on fundamentals, coming back to the gym and cages to sharpen their skills before the season.
After a quick warm-up jog and dynamic stretching, the girls are ready to practice, with their sights set on the ultimate goal and the new team motto.
Coach Lajeunesse wants everyone to be on the same page, and he wants us all to be fighting for one goal, which is to make it to the MAC tournament. So in order to get there, we have to act and perform as one team to accomplish our one goal, which is to make team max.
With this motto in mind, the pitchers, like sophomore star Jessica Jo Sandrini, work on their mechanics, while the other players keep their eyes on the ball in the hitting cages. Check out the swing of Shannon Jones, the force behind the Saints offense. The girls work together to improve their swings and fulfill their motto. Teammates support each other through practices, and for the freshmen, this team unity is inspiring.
Together we'll come together as a team to win, and hopefully we can build off this for the next 4 years.
1, 2, 3, 1 team, 1 goal! As the Siena Saints dive headfirst into their season, their motto, 1 team, 1 goal, is the driving force behind their determination and unity. For more information throughout the season, stay tuned to Game Tracker Online and catch those home runs. I'm Amanda Filipazzo in Loudonville, SCTV News.
There's a new woman in town to lead the women's basketball team. SCTV's Jess Baxter has the story on the new coach on the court.
After a nationwide search, the Siena women's basketball team finally has a new coach. Siena has named Allie Jacks as the new women's head basketball coach.
So I'd like to welcome Allie to the Siena community.
Jacks comes to Siena after 14 years of assistant coaching experiences, serving as assistant at 6 different schools. She assisted in coaching 4 teams with wins in the NCAA tournament, as well as 3 teams with WNIT championships. Allie Jacks comes to Siena after spending 4 years at Northwestern University, where she served as the recruiting coordinator.
I'm excited about this current team. Let me make this clear right away. I want to win with this team.
I'm really excited to have Coach Jacks to lead us now. She brings a new energy and a new enthusiasm to this team, and we're really excited to get started with her. She has a great passion for basketball.
I'm looking forward to the next 3 years to just be able to get the experience of playing with the new coach and hoping that it's as great as I expected it to be.
Jacks is excited to start her first head coaching job here at Siena, and the women's basketball team is excited to get back out on the court. Reporting for SCTV, I'm Jess Baxter.
A chemistry professor scored big points with the groundbreaking product designed to help basketball players perform better on the court. Chemistry professor Lucas Tucker invented Court Grip, designed to help players get better traction on the court. One former Siena basketball star says, it really works.
I think the main area where I felt the difference was when I stopped, changed direction, and when I went around the cone, the last one for the layup.
Court Grip is now approved for NCAA and NBA play. As the softball season headed into full swing, we sent SCTV's Amanda Filipazzo back to the ball field for an update.
Behind me, the Siena softball team is warming up for their conference game against Niagara. They have a 9-game winning streak going and are hoping to keep that going through the weekend. Yeah! The softball team's bats were on fire today, and the team's energy was high. Fans and spectators could hear the girls cheering as teammates Mandy Farrow scored early in the game, and after hits from captain Lindsay McKeever and Kayla Kaminsky. The Saints were hot in the field as well, with sophomore pitcher Jessica Jo Sandrini striking out 8 of the Purple Eagles. Look at that wind blowing. Here today at the Siena softball field, the Siena Saints are hoping that the wind carries the ball over the fence and helps carry them into making their goal of reaching the MAC tournament. The wind worked against both teams, but the Saints were able to handle those high pop flies with ease. Overall, the team has great chemistry and is performing well together.
We're winning. Everybody's hitting 1 through 9. And we're playing defense, and we have 2 stud pitchers that are leading the way every day. So nothing more you can ask for there. Really caught fire at the right time.
With the 2 wins from today, the softball team has extended their winning streak to 11 games. 1 team, 1 goal is the motto in mind, and it seems to really be working, bringing these girls together. With SCTV News, I'm Amanda Filipazzo.
And that does it for this special edition of SCTV News. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned to SCTV, covering your campus.
All of the stories you've just seen were developed by students in Siena's broadcast program. They do it all, from finding the stories to conducting interviews to writing scripts and shooting and editing the video. If you'd like to learn more about the broadcast program under the direction of Dr. Rebecca Taylor, just send an email or drop by our studio in Foy Hall. And stay tuned to SCTV 17, covering your campus. On behalf of the broadcast program at Siena College, I'm Amanda Filipazzo, SCTV News.
SCTV 17, covering your campus, a production of the broadcast program at Siena College.